Why are you being told as MPs by the Conservative whips to gang up against Marcus Rashford?
I haven't been told to gang up against
OK,
Marcus
so the whips have issued a statement and with suggested interventions, a memo to MPs, one suggested intervention. When Labour were in government, they refused to extend free school meals into holidays. These sort of comments should be put onto Twitter if Marcus Rashford talks about kids not getting free school meals. This is a footballer who wants to put food in kids' bellies, taking on the government, and you're ganging up on him. I mean, that's pathetic.
Well, I don't think it's necessarily ganging up. I mean, it's standard practice during any debate for political parties to issue briefs with suggested
Against
lines.
Footballers?
Well, I don't think it's necessarily against footballers, right? But quite a lot of this debate takes place on Twitter now, so I don't think it's particularly remarkable that...
So you think it's appropriate?
Well, look, MPs have to make their own decisions. I didn't see that. MPs have to make their own decisions about what they say publicly, and parties obviously give guidance and information about what the party position is in a particular circumstance. It doesn't strike me as surprising. But look, you know, nobody is decrying what Marcus Rashford is trying to do.
Yeah, they are.
And it's coming from a good place.
Via the whip.
And he's come from I suppose, a humble background. He's had that experience. He's now a very successful young man, and he wants the same for everybody else. And I think what frustrates people is there's an assumption that we don't, whereas, in fact, we do. You know, I've spent 20-odd years in public policy in inner-city London and now in Hampshire. I've dedicated enormous amounts of my life to trying to better the progress of my fellow citizens. And the problem with these situations is where you get these really tough decisions, which governments naturally have to take, and that's the privilege and indeed the difficulty of being in government, that somehow our motives are impugned. We think that the best way to help people on low income is to give them great schools, great jobs, universal credit, which has been decried months ago and is now being celebrated.
We talked about that. My question to you is, why are you taking on a footballer on Twitter?
Well, you'd have to ask the Whip's office to come on and explain that. And I don't think they're necessarily taking him on. I think what we're trying to do is
We're trying to take him down.
No, we're not. We're trying to put our point forward to say that we think there is a better, smarter way, notwithstanding the very good motivation that he has for his campaign.
And all he's trying to do
a better way to target the money.
Bellies,
no, I understand.
And the Whip's office is saying this is how you take him down.
Well, as I say, we think the best way to